Okay, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the often repeated debate about the Android operating system and the iOS. And people keep asking the question that which one is superior or which one is seems to be more efficient. And I think most of the time, as you can see, I think it's mainly a needless argument. Okay, because if you look at the history of the two products and what you find in the technology space is that some of the competition always seem to want to, kind of like improve what the others have done. The fact of the matter is that the iPhone was launched in 2007 by Steve Jobs, 2007 by Steve Jobs. And at the time it was launched, there wasn't exactly any product that existed in that form because the iPhone had a revolutionary user interface, it had revolutionary internet capabilities. And the fact is, the first Google powered Android phone was launched in 2008 called the Google G1. And the fact is, even though Google claims that they didn't that they didn't they had their own plans for the smartphone operating system, the question is why did they wait till after the iPhone was launched in order to create launch a device that seemed to be their own competitor to the iPhone as it were. And one thing that's happened, which is why I'm actually talking about this, is the fact that you see that in recent history, in recent Android history, as it were, you find that Google's Android has had to face a number of a number of patent infringement suits, and one of the most prominent is the one that Apple filed against Samsung. Samsung being one of the largest licensees of the Android operating system. And recently, a court in California, the jury in California, awarded Apple about $580 million, saying that Android infringed on Apple patents because Samsung licenses the Android operating system. And also, there's also been some dispute with Oracle because Oracle has been awarded about 8.8 billion dollars for what appears to be infringements of the Oracle Java programming code. And so the thing is, even though people keep saying that, talking about Android and iPhone, it does seem to me and to a lot of people who are observers of the trends that the iPh- the I- the Android operating system to a large extent seems to have been modeled after the iPhone and seems to have everything about the user interface, the features seems to have been modeled after the Apple iPhone and seems to be what people might consider to be a copy of the iPhone. And just to illustrate the fact what I'm saying, let's look at what happened at the launch. You look at what happened at the launch of the iPhone in 2007 and see the speech that Steve Jobs gave. It gives you some details and some insights into why you believe and why it seems that the iPhone was a breakthrough product. Because
So I just created this dope
nothing
website,
like that ever
Wix. Let me
existed
show
at the
you how I did it.
time. And
First up, go to
you'll see
Wix.com.
that
Now this is where the magic happens. You're gonna add
that
an image and some text.
that time, at the time that the iPhone was launched,
James Brown.
let's watch this.
So thank you.
And Steve was he spoke extensively about his feelings about the new device and what he meant. And let's
Never
look at
owned
what
a
he
Mac
said.
before. Switchers. Well, I'm pleased to report that now in the US, Macs selling through all channels, over half of them are selling to people who've never owned a Mac before. It's not just limited to our retail shows that you can buy episodes from on iTunes.
Anyway, I think that what you're saying is another occasion where Steve Jobs was talking about, the Apple breakthrough products. But the fact is, what I would just say at this time is the issue about comparing the iPhone and iOS, I think is a needless comparison because the iPhone was a forerunner to every other phone operating system that existed at the time, and the iPhone evidently was a leader in terms of the technology, the user interface, and all of those things. And there is no way the Android, for all its worth, appears to have been just a copy of the iPhone. Thank you. Talk to you again soon. Bye.